Everybody, good night. Good night. Hey, I'm starting off with the wrong foot already. Good evening, as it were. Welcome to the Trash Mob. This is our Dungeon World series that we've been running for a couple of months now. We've been having a great time. We are on episode 4. So some things have happened. Some things are getting kind of mysterious, and the players are trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Just like me, I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on with this game. So, keeping that in mind, let's go ahead and talk to our players and have them introduce who they are playing. Let's start with Q.
Hey folks, I'm Q. I'm playing Killian Dare, the irascible ranger. Although he's getting a bit less irascible by the day, the group is wearing off on him. He's starting to feel more comfortable and, more like a part of a family again. Although he's a little confused with Sparrow's family and what all's going on, and kind of just wants to smack Canary around right now.
There are some funny things going on with that. Maybe some things will be resolved tonight. We'll see what we find out. Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm playing Helga. She is a vegetarian barbarian from Winter Spring, and she just, I don't know, just follows everybody around and does whatever they're doing.
And
it helps keep us whole.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And Vivi.
I couldn't find the dress I wanted on Pinterest. My bad. But hi, my name's Viv. I play Sparrow. Fun fact: there is a reason why intelligence is always my dumb stat, and it's just because I'm just a girl. So yeah, very excited to be here. And that's not in that kind of like self-diminishing kind of way. It's just I'm just silly at heart, and I don't have what's in me to play a clever character because it's not happening. I'm silly. I'm always going to be silly.
I don't know what to say to that, but I love it. And last but not least, somebody just wandered in. We haven't seen in a while.
What's up, everybody? Back from the California coast. Jeffrey here. I am playing Amber. I don't have a one-word the quirky cleric. Yeah. Interested to see how she'll stumble her way back into this narrative.
Well, let's kind of take a step back to our last episode. Sparrow had been left a note while they were sleeping to meet their brother Canary at a place called the Perch, which was a section of the city on the highest level, with a great but terrifying view of the city below it. Turns out that Canary kind of gave his brother a little bit of information, saying he messed up on something. Maybe he should have known better. Just give the Thieves Guild what they want. No one will get hurt. And then there was a poor unfortunate masked figure that had been kind of listening from below. I'm sure they were up to no nefarious deeds. Who caught an arrow and fell to their inevitable doom. And
Still falls.
Sparrow was really left pretty confused because Canary pretty much just kind of ran away from her and just told her, just leave it alone. Everything's just don't get involved. Kind of leave it alone. Which Sparrow's really not really the type to, I think, well, first to leave things alone. I have the feeling he's very invested, especially in his family, and wants to know kind of a little bit more about why, the brother seems to be up to no good. Now, as we go into our latest episode, speaking of family, we're going to revisit a young lady by the name of Amber, who works as a cleric at a clinic. That make her a clinical cleric, I suppose.
She's not a
And
clinical cleric, that's for sure.
there you go. And she seems to be longing to leave kind of maybe this kind of this boring 9-to-5 life behind, and for some reason wants to join the trash mob. So far, no one's been able to really talk a lot of sense into her. But she is out running some errands in the market on kind of the middle section. So it's a decent market. It's not, perhaps is run down as the market's on the lower level. Now the market's on the lower level with better prices, but I don't know if you're quite getting what you paid for. So we zoom in to Amber as she is walking through the vegetable section of the market, and I will let my player take it away to describe what she is doing.
Okay, so Amber really wants to make a really good impression with her parents. This is really important to her, so she's going to go ahead and make her dad's favorite turnip and leek soup. So I'm going to be poking around looking for some fresh, hearty potatoes and some produce. And I want to find the absolute very best that there is to offer.
She's kind of strolling through, kind of checking everything out, kind of seeing which stand has kind of some of the best produce, when she nearly runs into a very large figure. And she looks up to find Helga, who has been lovingly staring at the produce.
Yeah,
And like, where was this the whole time we've been in town?
I know. Hi.
Oh,
Nice to see you again.
Helga! Hi! How are you? What are you doing here?
I'm okay. I'm just looking for veggies mostly.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Are you hungry? Because actually, I wanted to invite you. That is, if you weren't busy, to come meet with my folks.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
always nice meeting people's folks.
definitely. I feel the same way.
Good.
Do you know where Killian and Sparrow are?
Not sure really right now.
Okie dokie. That's okay.
We'll
But
find
they're
them
invited as
eventually.
well.
Yeah, we'll find them.
Okay. I was gonna make some soup. Is there anything in particular that you would want?
I don't eat meat, but other than that,
Gotcha.
everything's fine.
Okay. Well, I'll also be making some hearty bread. I'll make sure there's no meat in there.
There shouldn't be.
Oh, but you've never had garbage bread before?
We got
No.
a special on meat bread over here. You hear her voice mumble.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a look. Like, what the heck are you talking about? You know?
Oh,
Sticks to your ribs. It does.
oh,
I'm gonna ignore
that's
this
very
guy.
kind, sir. Maybe next time. But we're just gonna be looking for regular old bread this time.
Okay. You find some decent loaves of bread, maybe perhaps some artisan bread that is made in one of the fancier kitchens. And is Amber really kind of spend a lot? I mean, she doesn't make a whole lot. Is she really looking to make a good impression?
Yeah, it's gonna be like whatever she's kind of set aside for a little rainy day for herself.
Okay.
And yeah, she won't have means to go all out, but she'll definitely go a little bit further than she normally would.
Okay. So while you're shopping for vegetables and other things, Helga's just going to stand right behind you, and if the price seems too high, she's going to glare at the person trying to sell it. I don't know how to feel.
You get a couple folks who aren't really into haggling. They're like, the price is this.
Hmm.
You
Are
don't
you
like
sure?
it. All right, I can knock off a few pennies.
Maybe a little more than that. you know.
Hey, lady. Trying to make a living here.
Yeah, well, your price is too high.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sure we can find an arrangement that works for everybody. Let's see. I made some spare bandages the other day. If you want any, I can definitely throw that in to sweeten the pot.
Are you insinuating your friend's gonna hurt me?
No! Oh my gosh, no. I am so sorry. I did not mean to imply that at all. Although I think that she could. Not that she would.
Sure, I'll take the bandages.
Oh, thank you so very much.
All right. We're not going to go through a whole shopping.
Yeah, I think that's plenty. I just think
session.
it's funny that Helga's standing there like, you know.
That is great. It's like every once in a while, it's like, wow, what a wonderful price. Thank you.
Yeah. Would you like an extra tomato on the house? No.
Oh my gosh. Wow. And then just like turns to Helga. Wow, this really is my lucky day.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it sure is. Mm-hmm.
Helga, you now know that Amber's going to be throwing this soiree, and you probably want to talk to the rest of the mob to see if they're interested in going.
Yeah, I gotta find them.
Well, as luck should have it, they are at the Pink Princess.
Okay.
Everyone's returned, gotten a decent night's sleep, not really. Still hot again. And they have gotten up, and when you come in, you find Sparrow and Killian sitting across from each other at a kind of a kitchen table, and they have mugs of something in front of them, and I'm going to let the characters tell us perhaps what they're drinking.
Well, it's squirrel ale, of course. Princess has the best squirrel ale in town.
Yeah, I don't want to eat anything with meat in it or from meat. So, yeah, no.
Sparrow's probably started off. Killian probably poured him a squirrel ale, and Sparrow, in a moment of like insane wisdom, knew that this could not happen. And so he, at some point, has exchanged it for iced tea under Killian's nose without a nice fruity drink, and he's like, "Oh yeah, real hard." Like,
That's just very mellow. What do you mean hard?
Hey, it's squirrel ale or summer ale.
Summer ale.
It's a seasonal batch, only made for a couple months. What would be in the summer ale, Killian?
They use different.
What would be in the
squirrels
summer ale?
for
Oh,
wine. It tastes different every way.
Summer ale. There would be cloves and orange peel.
I'm getting a little bit of acorn.
Yeah,
You know,
a late summer.
might not be aftertaste. Oh, that was a joke in itself. And you know, just of oak. Yeah, it does yours taste different than mine.
Yeah.
A little bit of a peaty version.
All right. So, did Amber follow me here, or am I just here?
I think you just came by yourself.
Okay, yeah. So, Amber, who we met before, the cleric kid.
Yeah, there's a little girl.
Yeah. She's getting ready to make like a dinner so that we can meet her parents. I think is what she's trying to do.
You know, she was really lovely, but like I'm more into her.
I mean, you know.
I don't think she wants to marry us or anything.
No. She's just really sweet, you know, really, and honest, it seems. So I'm gonna go with her. If you guys want to come with, you can. If not, I mean,
I'm not going to turn down a free meal.
yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
getting married, is that it?
What?
What's that?
I got an Amber, I can see it already. Oh my god. This is like one of them like cheesy little romance novels, you know? The height difference is everything.
You've been reading too much of that, honestly.
And he like kind of puts away like a slightly, really horribly like paperback romance novel that you would find like in a gas station or something.
Oh, God.
It has like a really bad cover, and he's like, I don't know.
Amber's gonna climb that mountain.
Yeah. Whatever. So anyway, if you want to go, we can go. I'll go
I'm
to
with
Winder again and figure out where we're going. So yeah.
Wait, let me put on some appropriate meet in the parents wear.
All right.
Sparrow dashes off,
Mhm.
mini skirt fluttering in the wind.
Mhm.
And come back minutes later in this.
That's awesome.
As long as it covers the crotch.
I
I mean-
realized that he's still wearing his poncho. That the poncho stays on. All right. Most.
Okay.
And so I was like, I can't do anything that's top or sleeve heavy because like the main thing is the poncho. So we're just giving leg in Grey Garden. All right. Strutting this stuff, you know. Maybe he's got a little ankle bracelet or whatever going on. It's fake gold. He doesn't want to get robbed for it. It's
Yeah,
like, you know, it's cool. It's got like, you know, some embroidery on it. It looks nice and gauzy, you know, rah, rah, rah. Connie's like, put it in the back.
Doubles as a work uniform on some occasions.
There's a thing or two on it that really never comes out.
Right. Well, we move then from the afternoon to the early evening to a setting that is in the middle levels of the city. And would Amber have a description possibly of what her parents' house looks like?
Yes. It is a 2-storied. It is a smith's shop that has kind of an open. When the shutter is not closed on the shop, it's like an open face, almost like a garage style smithy forge. And above that is the apartment in which is the actual residence. So the chimney heats up the entire house. It comes from the smith shop and then just extends up and becomes part of the natural chimney. Yeah, and it's actually a double chimney, so there is like an actual fireplace and stovetop within the residence itself.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very bushy.
It's very, very humble, very practical, and thanks to some blacksmithing, some dwarven ingenuity, able to kind of make a lot out of a little. There's lots of random little tchotchkes and like a couple of trophies or like scraps of adventures gone past that are scattered throughout. There's like a couple of marks in the doorway of height, kind of marking off Amber's growth from a child into an adult. Like very, very used furniture, very lumpy. Yeah, just like the second you walk in, it feels like very lived in, very homey.
Right. There's a knock at the door.
I'll get it. Hi. Oh, hey, everybody. You
There
came.
are 3 figures and a bear waiting outside.
And a bear, yes.
Curly. Hello.
We brought Curly with us.
Hello. Yes, of course, Curly. She wouldn't mind hanging downstairs, would she? I just don't think there's enough room for her to get in here.
I will let you act out Curly then.
You're gonna do that. Why not?
Yeah, what do you say, girl? You mind hanging out down in the forge?
It's nice and warm down there, and I have a
It's hot
little-
out actually.
Oh
so
my God, it's so
Yeah.
freaking hot.
Is the heat normal?
It's been a very hot summer for some reason in Grey Garden. It's not as bad on this level as it is in the lower levels, where there's absolutely no cross breeze. Here you get a little bit of a breeze, but so this level is cooler from where the mob just came from. So
Okay. Well, come on in, make yourselves comfortable, and I'll be right back after I just see Miss Curly off. Like, opens up the shutter.
You might be onto something.
This entire game is actually about global warming, guys.
There you go.
Climate change is a really heavy, thing on our future.
And would it be possible to have picked up like a brace of rabbits or something from the market as well?
Of course.
All right. I got a little something for you, Curly, and I'll just leave her with the rabbits to chow down.
Oh, yeah. Hope you got some of those for the rest of us too.
So she might pull the head off first. So
Yeah. Oh, thank goodness that they're dead already.
Don't eat them, girl. Remember how your tummy gets when you eat too much meat.
Okay. Okay, so you bring the 3 inside.
All right. Come on in. Dinner's almost ready. Just go ahead and make yourselves comfortable here, and then when it's all set, we'll just move over to the dining room. And the dining room is literally just a table on the other side of an oversized couch.
Okay.
A voice calls out from the kitchen. A woman's voice calls out.
Oh fuck. Okay. Amber.
Oh, coming, Mom.
Dear,
All
who's
right.
at the door?
Oh, it's the 3 that I told you about.
Oh, how lovely! Bring him inside. Bring him inside.
I am.
And Amber's dad is also in the kitchen. What's he up to?
Oh, he's chopping vegetables.
Chopping vegetables? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I forget, which one's the Smith, mom or dad?
The mom is the smith. So mom's a human and a smith. Dad's a dwarven retired adventurer.
Right, that's right.
Right. Hi, Daddy! And she like gives him a little hug and a little arm massage. Like a little
Hi,
shoulder
little
rub.
girl.
Plants
It's
a
so
kiss
good
on
to
top
have
of
your
his
friends
head.
over tonight.
Yeah.
Well, they're all
I'm-
here then?
Yes, they're all here, including Curly. She's downstairs. She's a bear, but she's a very nice bear.
What? There's a bear in my shop?
Yeah, but
In your mom's
she's
shop?
yeah, it's in Mom's shop. But I made sure everything was put away and out of reach, and I'm sure she won't eat any metal.
Oh dear, is she house trained?
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know. Killian, is she strained?
Oh, there's a
Well,
history
Mom,
of this.
it's with me.
Well, if there's woods,
If those door hinges or anything, then we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a lovely old door over there. I just hope she doesn't listen. But other than that, she's fine.
All right, yeah, and she's super friendly, and she's got really soft fur. And Dad, didn't you wrestle a bear, like back in the old days?
Well, to be fair, it was a bear cub.
That's still cool, though.
I mean, it weren't much bigger than you.
Okay, well, she's quite a bit bigger than that, but she is
Compared
such
to
a
you, dear, I
sweetheart.
speak bad now.
All right. Well,
I suppose I'd like to meet this bear then.
yeah, definitely. I'm excited to have you meet everybody. If you'd like, we can introduce one at a time. I don't know how close we are to getting dinner ready.
Well, I'm just here to, chopping vegetables until I'm told otherwise.
It's your father's been doing great work. But he's some finishing touches on, and I'll just touches on. And, make cookies.
I'm really sorry, Vivi. You're really quiet to me for some reason.
Same.
Give me 2 seconds.
Your mic's not picking up well or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
let me turn the music down a little bit.
That will help. Yeah.
Do I sound better now?
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, there's a raging thunderstorm going on outside my window right now.
Okay.
Oh,
And I
shit.
was kind of like, ooh, ambiance, wind, and I was like, I don't know if they can hear me.
We can hear you now.
Okay, great. I can hear the full front of my horrible, I don't know what accent I'm doing right now. I'm going to practice.
Scottish.
It's just a bit harder than Irish.
You went Midwestern last time. So.
Yeah.
Actually, I was gonna say last time you went total Minnesota. So
Oh dear. Okay, so yeah, 5 minutes is really good.
Uh-oh.
No,
It's
I
really
can't hear
quiet
you
again.
It's
What
really
happened?
quiet again.
Yeah.
5 minutes and we're good.
yeah, you're gonna have to get closer when you talk. So
Mhm.
All right. Well, great. So everybody's out in the living room. I guess 5 minutes passed. Let me hop in here.
Mm-hmm. So what are you like?
Oh, they're all sorts of interesting. They're all really individual, but they make a good team. So Killian is like, he's kind of like you, Dad, a little bit. He's like really tough looking, but I really feel like there's just a heart of gold sitting underneath. But I don't know if he likes to show it necessarily. But if he's got a bear like Curly, I mean, he can't be all that bad. And then Helga, wow, Helga's so cool. I mean, for one, she's huge. She's like twice the size of you, Ma, and she's just really cool. And she's got like these cool braids and like this huge axe and yeah. And then there's Sparrow, and I don't really know too much about Sparrow. And he's just dark and mysterious, and I think he's got a really big family that lives here as well. But I didn't really get to meet too many of them. I met his sister and his niece, I think. So that was nice, and I got to meet a lot of his friends that works at the place that he works at.
Oh, where does he work?
Something called I think the Pink Princess.
Oh, damn, you made me spill the potatoes. Did you say the Pink Princess?
I think that was the name of it. Yeah.
Oh,
It was an interesting place.
Oh dear. You were in the Pink Princess.
I mean, just for a little bit. I don't know. It was interesting. There seemed to be a lot of unhappy people staying there. Maybe the beds were not in good condition. I heard a lot of disgruntlement from the different rooms.
People crying out in despair, was it?
Yeah.
Pure agony, I bet.
Yeah. That seemed to be the case. Maybe someday we should have maybe some of the clerics from the clinic should go down and see if they can provide any aid.
You should definitely do that. You should take a whole group of them down there for a field trip.
She smacks him on the side of the head. Recommend.
It'd be funny. I'd like to go along when you do that.
Okay. But yeah. Okay.
It's good for you to be getting out some. I'm glad to see you expanding your horizons.
Thank you, Papa. All right. I think that should do it. I'm gonna go let our guests know to meet us in the dining room.
All right, I'm going to clean up this mess and cut up some more potatoes, and I'll be out in a few minutes.
Helga, you're just kind of standing in the living room.
Mhm.
Just kind of you probably can overhear a little bit of the conversation, and
A little
then
bit.
Amber comes out.
Hi.
Hi. I hope everybody's hungry. We are ready for you.
All right.
Right
Killian.
this way.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. What are we eating?
Well, I'm making my dad's favorite, turnip and leek soup. And we got some bread, and it's going to be super delicious. I hope you all will enjoy it.
I'm sure it will be the best turnip soup I've ever eaten.
Amber's mother sticks her head out and sees Killian.
Ooh.
Hello, ma'am.
You must be Killian.
I am. You must be
You can just call
Amber's
me.
mother, whose name I have missed up until this point.
You know her name?
What would her name be?
Amber, this is your mother.
Did we name them last time?
I
can't
don't
remember.
remember,
know.
honestly.
I don't
I don't think
think we
we did.
did.
No,
I don't think we did. I just
I don't think we did. So
Why don't you come up with it, Vivi? You're voicing her.
I
I wouldn't name my mother. They named me.
Her name's Sarah.
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 Sierra.
Sarah. Oh, you must be Killian. And that's great. Oh, Amber's told us a lot about you. I'm very excited to see you all. Why don't you guys come in? Come in.
Well, thank you. We're glad to be here. It's a very comfortable home you have here.
Thank you. My husband made it. Well, I made it with my husband, but he kind of helped provide for it.
It's so much better than really everything else I've seen in the city, except maybe the princess. But it's too opulent there. This is much more.
I'm sure there's
It's not so hard on the senses, you know.
high quality. Yeah. So why don't we just go in? Not gonna lie, Sparrow does make her a little double take. But not gonna lie, that was Sparrow's intent. He is in a way standing and lounging in some way that you can do that. Just like
Man spreading. So.
Leaning against the invisible wall.
like against an invisible wall, kind of yeah.
Lounging.
That's when Amber's dad comes out and mumbling something about "got to use the John" or something, and sees Sparrow.
Hey,
Oi.
Papa.
Hi, kid. You must be Sparrow.
Oh, you've heard of me, right? Oh, why am I Scottish? Sorry.
This is difficult. I can't even stay vaguely Irish tonight. I don't know. Hey, don't forgive me out there. It's we may just drop that and just go normal.
Whatever works.
How you doing, Papa?
I'm doing good. Sorry, I just nipped my finger a little bit here. I was heading off to the bathroom to bandage it up a little. If you don't mind, I'd like to go before I bleed all over the floor.
Oh, not in the way. Oh, my bad. Little fun. The ADHD kind of like hit move around instead of actually walking around something.
Helga, something smells amazing in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm gonna get closer to the kitchen, but not get in anybody's way because I know I'm huge.
Yeah,
So,
you have trouble getting through the door.
yeah, it's gotta go sideways.
This place has normal dimensions, but there are some places where, well, the family didn't really feel the need to have everything up so high, so they kind of built some things a little lower.
Yeah, so I can like duck in or something, but I don't want to get stuck in the door really. So, or the doorway,
What is Amber's father's name?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. His name is, what's a good dwarfy name? Roald.
Roll.
R-O-A-L-D, Roald.
Okay,
Oh.
Roald.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Sarah and Roald. Okay, we're not going to bother with last names because
Obviously, it's Amber's parents.
I know. We were going to say we already know what Amber's last name is.
Yeah.
So
We do? I didn't forgot. You've been gone too long.
So on the character sheet, it is
Forge glow.
Forge glow. Yes, Forge glow. Thank you.
Mhm.
So now everybody sits down to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, there's got to be conversation. You can't just eat quietly and just ignore it.
Right. Am I too big for the chairs?
Probably a little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll stand.
Amber, there might be a like an anvil or something like that. You might be able to an old anvil that maybe it's sitting in the living room, passed down from your great grandfather. That maybe you could drag over, or Helga could easily lift and
I'll
bring
get it.
over to
Yeah,
sit on
Amber's
it.
like struggling to like drag it over.
Yeah, I'm like
that?
picking it up, walking it
look.
over, moving the chair, putting it down, sitting on that.
Wow. Great. And I'll get you a cushion so it's a little more comfy.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Thanks.
All right. So there's a lull in the conversation.
Of course.
Oh, Killian, I got you some stuff to make your soup spicy if you want.
Oh yeah, give me some of that. Anything to cover the taste of turnips.
She puts an ominous looking, well, not ominous looking, but like a glass shaker that has some dark red crumbled peppers in there.
Great. Screw the lid off.
You might want to be careful with that.
Elbow Sparrow.
Look, fuck off. It's my food. Eat your own turnip soup.
Yeah. Anybody else want some of this?
I don't know. I'm not much for
Smells good.
spices.
Smells strong. Stir that in real good. Oh yeah, that's much better. Thanks.
Oh wow! See, that's
Like
why I
gold
didn't
is-
do that.
Roll is starting to lose his voice there. I can take over for the father if you'd like. So
I can bounce back and forth.
it's up to you.
I've bounced back and forth on other characters in different games. It's fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I will let you guess. Okay. Wake up. Sparrow looks
Tell me,
tired.
Helga. What is it you do with these two lads?
Well, we've been traveling for a while from different places. Usually we're not in too much trouble. Move on to the next place. That kind of thing.
I see. And it seems like you might be the one who's in charge of this little group.
No.
No.
No. It's not. It just doesn't go that way.
Yeah, who of us is in charge, by the way? I don't know. Killing is you? 'Cause I don't know. Me, I feel like I'm a bit of a voice, but like, am I like the president, you know?
Nah. I think we just sort of stumble through it. Whoever has the best
Pretty
idea
much,
at the time.
Yeah. That's what we
No
do.
one's really in charge per se.
Right.
That word. Demomacy. Word demomacy.
Yeah, we're a democracy. That's it.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that, I think.
Highly intelligent, well trained.
Although to be honest,
Let's
Curly
see.
usually has the best ideas.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I just think it's just so great how you all have such great respect for each other, that you all listen to each other and make decisions as a group.
It's the only way to survive.
I mean,
Well, you guys will be
the respect is certainly coming. We all used to work for the same guy, and we found ourselves unemployed and sort of fell in together. And yeah, we've worked through it.
Yep.
We've definitely earned some respect.
Yeah,
Yes.
our boss was a right cunt.
Oh,
And I gotta say, I'm fond of these two. I'll keep them around.
We all have different skills, so it kind of works together. You know?
I'm a check mine, am I? Hey.
Oh, what skills would that be then?
Well, I can lift heavy things. I think that's a big skill. Most people can't do that. But that's what
Well,
barbarians do, you know?
Not something you can get good at unless you got the muscles.
Well, yeah, see.
Talent. But let's not mince words.
so Dad's being humble. He used to adventure back in the day.
Right?
Oh, you have. What did you get into?
Oh, a little of this, little of that.
Ah.
Took out some goblin camps.
The goblins are terrible. I slaughtered a lot of those a while back.
Yeah, got some
Yeah.
nasty burn scars from that one.
Yeah.
I tried
They
to
were
stay away
trying
from
to.
the slaughter.
It wasn't really a
Get more
choice.
of the sneaky type.
I see. Yeah. Well, the goblins that we found were gonna like eat these two ladies, and I was like, nah. And they came after me, and
I can appreciate that.
yeah.
Wow.
Good
Yeah.
on you. To smashing goblins.
Yay.
Clink.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm taking their stuff.
I think we did. It wasn't me though.
No, I'm afraid that was all me, baby. I
Mm.
got the burn scars to prove it. But
Oh,
we
I
were
see.
much
So-
richer for it.
And where do your skills lie, Sparrow?
Well, they kind of line. Well, that's a bit of a broad question, my friend. I mean, if you want to bring it somewhere else, I can show you some skills. But there are other skills that I really employ upon the general populace. You know, I have a hand in many trades, you know, many reaching fingers in different pies. But I guess, like, in the simplest way, I thieve, murder, and get away with it. But like for like a good cause, you know, I have a just heart, which is money. Mostly, sometimes. I have morality.
Well, there are certainly people who would say that that's the basic definition of the adventurer.
Yeah, you know, you go out, make some cash, murder someone, boo-hoo, you know, they wrap them up in a coffin, womp, you're the richer for it. But usually it's like for a good cause, like someone's like, slaughter this one for me, and you're like, okay, and then you slaughter that one for them, and then you're like, well, I need my money, and they're like, here's your cash, and you're like, now I can provide for my family, and I'm no longer unemployed, so it's a win-win situation for me.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah. I did accidentally murder one of our party members a few months or weeks back.
Oh,
But honestly, that was really an accident.
Oh, in a case of friendly fire?
You know, me and him had never really gotten along. He was, how do I say it? A massive dick. And not in the good way. Like, honestly, the most rancid cunt, and not in a good way,
Oh.
I've ever met in my life. And honestly, he
Wow.
sort of like had this fire in him like chlamydia. And I could not stand him. And we used to fight. And yeah, like I did get a demon out of him with like an enema, but like we didn't really bond after that. And you know, I was kind of high strung one night, and he snuck up on us after falling down this great big chasm in this haunted canyon where this like ghost lady was like, oh my god, like yada yada yada, call me mother, I'll whisper in your ear, which was really creepy. I'm not into that MILF shit. And you know, he came out of nowhere. He may have run into my knife 10 times. And then like mother was like,
Sparrow, your
Yeah.
soup's getting cold.
so fucking right. This is actually banger, right? This is great. I like this recipe. I'll feed it to my niece. He can turn. I'll write that down.
Amber's looking over at her mom and mouths, "What's a MILF?"
Yeah, so that's our Sparrow, all right. He gets into some interesting things.
Yeah.
It's like slang. It's slang.
Okay.
It's meaning I leave forever. It's a meanie I leave forever.
May I live forever?
No, meanie, like a bully.
Oh, meanie.
Yeah. It's
Hmm.
Minnesota.
Okay.
I'm just not.
Okay then. Oh, Sparrow. Amber tells me you're a bit of an entrepreneur,
I'm a what?
of a small business owner.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I run, in part share the Pink Princess with my sister, Funny. I'm security detail. I make sure people aren't bothering us. Connie handles more so like, you know, the treasury, the planning, the hiring, the organizing. I do a little bit more of like, you know, the threatening, sometimes flirting and threatening. You know, just kind of like I'm kind of like the handyman. You know, I do odd jobs or whatever. I end up picking up a lot of the street kids, and then I bring them there. Not to do services. We have an age that, you know, if you want to, you know, you can do it, but like we don't hire children. I swear. But you know, Kwani accuses me of having motherness syndrome. And sometimes, you know, you just see another child on the street with the same eye color as you, and you're like, oh, that's so funny. Come home with me. And not in the bad way, you know, not in the pervy way, but kind of like, I'll feed you, clothe you, and give you an education, and I'm forever.
Well, sure. Amber does the same thing at the
most of my
down at the church all the time.
Right. And
you
speaking
pick
of
up kids?
which, well, yes, we take in the injured and the sick, and we nurse them back to health as best as we can. And speaking of which, Helga also follows the warming god.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that's how we actually initially met, is Helga came by the clinic.
I did. You did good work.
Hi, that's my Amber. She's great.
Mm-hmm.
We still love to have her around. We always tell her she can stay with us for as long as she wants, forever if she wishes.
Oh, Dad.
I mean, if you're going to be living in Grey Garden for all your life, then you might as well live here.
Home is where the heart is.
Sarah will speak up. Well, gosh, that sounds like a fascinating job, but I get worried my little Amber. Well, I don't know if she's really up for the thieving and the murdering and the stabbing, you know.
Well, you know, that's the great thing about it. That's my job. And also Helga's job. And then Killian's job.
I don't stab anybody, though. I just scare them.
I don't know. You're right. You don't stab. You cleave. And so she slays.
With goblins, you know, a while back.
Yeah. Bisected, dissected, trisected, quadsected, you know, all the sections. She's really great. Yeah. I've never seen a cleaner slice than hers. You know, mine are pretty neat, but like I can't cut a body in half as great as she does.
It's that axe. I mean, it's so huge. It just goes.
It is, yeah. It works real well. I mean,
oh, geez,
you know,
all this talk about murder and cutting bodies. I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, it's not all about murdering and cutting bodies. I mean, there's a lot of slogging through swamps and
what?
Sometimes,
you know, arrows.
What?
Dungeon past.
And she looks over roll.
Giant bugs.
I don't know. It doesn't.
Sometimes there's sneaking into places.
Yeah.
Mostly that's Sparrow does job though.
Yeah.
Amber's face has gotten a little pale, and she's kind of gotten more and more quiet, and she's just kind of.
Oh, there's that one time that we rescued the queen's cousin.
There was that.
Brought his body back.
Yeah.
You know,
he's already gone.
We rescued the paperwork that he was carrying.
Exactly. We rescued relatives.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've worked for royalty.
Honestly,
At least once, yeah.
You know what? I think my muffins are done. And she just kind of pops up and goes waddling into the kitchen.
Oh, no.
What kind of muffins is she making, bro? Because I don't know. I don't agree with nuts.
Rolled. I don't know about this. You know, it sounds kind of dangerous. And Amber's not the most outgoing of children. You know, I mean, she can be a little shy, and you can't be a murdering thief if you're a little shy. You know.
Have you hung out with your daughter for long? We met in a bar when she offered me mac and cheese. Out of the blue.
Oh, sure. She's. Well, my guy get the muffins, and she goes down to the oven, and she's pops them out, and they're blueberry orange muffins.
Oh, those smell wonderful. Your load of muffins. These will hit the spot with our guests, and anyway, and so she starts
taking them out, and it seems like she wants to avoid any more of the murder and theater
Yeah.
and talk. Comes out with this tray of muffins, put them down. I have honey if you'd like anything with the muffins.
Oh, that'd be great.
I'd love
I'll get the
to.
spot. You wouldn't happen to have like a pot I could bring down to Kirby? She loves honey.
Oh, sure we do. You betcha. We got as much honey as almost a beehive has.
Well, I thank you. I'd be glad to compensate
Of
you
course.
for the cost.
You know, and I think I've got something else in the oven. She
All right.
turns around, runs back into the kitchen.
I'll be back, y'all. I'm gonna take a pot of this honey down and I'll grab a couple muffins and say
All
hi
right.
to her and make sure she's okay, not eating any of the hinges off the door.
Yeah, that was a thing.
The what?
Rolled. Is he a pipe smoking kind of man?
No, he prefers to hand roll.
Okay.
He rolled.
Roll. You'll never see anybody roll like Roll does.
Roll.
That's the misguided business.
Rolled gold.
He rolls them. He folds them.
Curly loves the muffins. She's just eating them, and the honey
Happy bear.
kind of gives you kind of a kind of more kind of grunt.
Yeah, I know, girl. This is good.
Kind of shoves you with a paw. Like, go get me more.
I snuck down my bowl of soup. It's turnips. You know I can't stand turnips, but I know you like them. So.
She sniffs as she said, and pats your arm like more honey, more honey, less turnips.
I tried.
Back upstairs, Sarah comes out, and she looked like she's just cooked something quickly. Amber, it wasn't on the menu. Mom seems to, when things get uncomfortable for her, she seems to kind of retreat to the kitchen and cooks. Because a full stomach is always the best medicine for when things get a little tense.
Yep. Mom's way through things is through either food or bashing some metal in the forge.
Okay.
Yeah. So Amber recognizes this side and she knows it's not super going well over Mom currently.
Yeah. So why did you invite us to your house, by the way?
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, this is some fire soup, but like I'm honestly confused because like I kind of thought that you wanted like a threesome, and I came here ready to come down. No, like I did come dressed to the goods.
well, I mean, I did invite all three of you here, so, right?
Yeah.
Well, like I meant more so like threesome, as in like,
Sarah drops the plate on the floor. At the word threesome.
Oh.
Let me get a broom. Retreats.
Oh,
oh,
gosh.
Roll.
Your mom's not handling this
Try
very
not to
well.
laugh.
this
Mhm.
never.
Stay in his chair.
Well, to be honest, my folks are, pretty wise individuals. They're pretty worldly, pretty experienced. They've seen a lot in their day. And, you all were kind enough to offer me a spot to possibly travel with you for a bit. And, so I thought we all thought this would be a nice way to get to know each other and kind of see what I might be getting into. Which, I'll be honest, I had a slightly different idea of what it would be in my head than... anyway, don't mind me. I might go check on Killian and Curly really quick. Excuse me.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Rose would be like, Helga, if you wanted us to say something, she could just give me a script.
I can't hear what you just said.
If she wanted me to do something, she should have just given me a script, you know?
Okay, yeah, I
It's
get
going to be
it.
an interview. I would have come dressed for an interview, you know? Would have
Oh,
shown
no, it's okay, lad. You're doing just fine.
Oh, thank you. You know, I wore my sister's best skirt this event. And honestly,
A lovely skirt it is.
oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's true.
Hi. Seems like
Sir.
it would be quite comfortable in this heat.
It's really comfortable, honestly, and I'm all about movement. You know, I'm all about movement, and freedom of movement. Being
You've
in
got
my
a bit of good dangle going.
exactly. I've got to be really flexible and just free to do whatever I need to do at the moment. So, just not gonna lie, pants are kind of a hindrance at times, but
It's all about the angle, the dangle. So
I
It's all-
agree. You don't want to bind up too much.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be held down by something like that,
Sarah comes in with the broom and is quickly sweeping up. Oh, geez, what happened to Amber?
Oh,
She
she
went
went with
downstairs to check on Killian and
Yeah.
the bear. What was the
Yeah.
bear thing?
Curly.
Early.
Charlie. What a name for a bear.
It's her name.
I don't know. That's just the name the warming god came up with her. So we all gotta just follow what the warming god wants for us. Isn't that right, there, Sparrow?
Yeah.
Whatever lets you sleep at night, that's cool. But yeah, I mean, like you, woman god.
Well, you do follow the warming god, of course, right?
I'm more of like a trailblazer, not gonna lie. Like following people isn't kind of like my shtick most of the time.
Wow.
But my household is involved with the faith of Kinkelfurter, so we're pretty still.
Kinkelfurter?
Yeah, you heard it. Oh my god, that's great. Testes, badge god, goes around.
Oh boy. Oh geez. Hun, can we talk just just for a minute? I think that cake I was gonna bake, and it sounds like a good time for me to start on that cake.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I'll give you a hand with that. You two just relax. There's tobacco and paper in the corner there if you want to roll.
And
Literally.
as he's gonna like go over to Helga and be like, "Did I say something wrong?"
I think you're just being yourself, and they aren't sure about it.
In
yet.
the kitchen, rolled in Sarah. I didn't know there was any of this Kinkelfurter going on. What
Well,
kind
what
of...
did you expect? He owns the damned brothel.
Well,
How many followers of the warming god do you know that run a brothel?
I don't know anyone who works in a brothel. Why would I know?
You
such
don't
thing?
know anyone who works in a brothel anymore. 30 years ago, we knew 3 people who worked in a brothel.
Well, I don't know about that. That might be you misremembering some things there, huh?
Oh, it could be. Could be.
Oh, geez. I mean, come on. We're not going to talk about my cousin now, are we? Do we really need to bring up my cousin now when we're talking about our daughter?
I'm
here?
loath to bring up your cousin any day.
I can't believe you just said that.
No.
You
You don't like to bring up your cousin either.
With the warming god as my witness, I cannot believe you just said that. I think you're sleeping on the couch tonight.
Fine. Perhaps I'll curl up with Curly.
Has Amber come back?
So Amber just went outside and kind of went around the corner a little bit. She didn't actually go into the shed where Killian and Curly are. And she just kind of found a corner and just took a few deep, shaky breaths
Curly kind of.
So I can hear her.
Yeah. Probably people on the street can probably hear Curly go.
Oh boy. Jeez. Okay. You got this, Amber. You're a Forge Glow. And she's gonna hustle over to the garage where Curly is. Hey, Curly. Hey, how you doing, girl? You doing all right in here?
She kind of nuzzles up to you and
Oh.
kind of just puts a paw on your shoulder.
Watch out there. She's got sticky paws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is kind of a smear on your shoulder.
Oh, that's okay. These need washing anyway.
What's the matter, kid? You look down. You're sad that we didn't have mac and cheese tonight?
Well, No, I hope you don't take any offense to this, Mr. Killian. I don't know if it's going all that well tonight.
Well, what were you expecting out of the event? And please, it's just Gillian.
Okay. I don't know. I hear tales of my dad when he was adventuring, and there was some rough and tumble stuff, but I guess I pictured more. Well, I don't know what I pictured more of, but I definitely didn't picture as much murdering, killing, stabbing, sneaking, thieving, murdering, stabbing, murdering. I don't know. I guess maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I see. Yeah. Well, it's a lot to take in, but to be fair, it wasn't so much murder in most cases as self-defense, defense of others,
How did I know that was coming?
defense of property.
Oh, well, I mean, that's certainly different, and I'm glad you're okay. I didn't
Now, when
even
I was
know.
working for the Dark Overlord, there was a lot more murder.
I'm
But
sorry.
then-
I think I might have some honey in my ear. Did you just? What did you just say?
I said when I was working for my previous boss, there was probably more murder going on. The more dark times. I
Oh,
was in a different place.
golly. Wow. And so there was somebody else that was with you before, and Sparrow killed him?
Yeah, it was an accident. We think.
You think?
Well, there was, it was the middle of the night, and one of them was Sulfurheart was supposed to be on watch, and
Oh, so
was go to take over the watch, and there was some misunderstanding in the dark, and there was some stabbing, and
oh, so like an accident. I'm really sorry about your friend. First of all,
he
you guys.
was a friend.
Oh. Right. Major jerk. A meanie
was
I
a
love
jerk.
forever.
I guess I was getting sort of fond of him in his own way. He was a bit of an asshole, but he was our asshole.
Mm.
Nobody touches my asshole but me.
That might be the quote of the game.
Yeah.
Nobody.
That has to be the MVP pun.
Yeah.
Well, I just have a hunch Dad's probably going to wind up sleeping on the couch tonight.
What? You got a bad back or something? I find
No.
the floor helps much better than the couch.
Well, Mom and Dad have always been pretty fiery in their own ways, and sometimes when they disagree, that temper can flare a bit. They don't disagree often. They're very loving. Don't get me wrong. But they have their ways of sorting things out between the two of them.
Yeah, married couples can be like that. My wife and I, we didn't always get along either. She could, she could argue up a storm. Throwing stuff, shooting arrows.
Oh wow. I don't think it ever got to that point. But so, Mr. Killian. Can I ask, where is your wife?
Oh yeah. She died several years ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, me too, kid. So, any siblings or anything like that? Or just your
Me?
whole family?
Oh no, I'm an only child.
Oh boy.
The only one to pass down the Forge Glow name.
That's great. Yeah, and they haven't got you hitched yet, have they?
No, I'm particular. So my dad says.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks. This has been helpful. Also, it really is comfortable having a bear's arm around you.
I know, right? I mean, you would think it would be a little too heavy, but I don't know. Somehow she manages to be just the right weight.
Mm-hmm.
You come along with us, you can snuggle up with her at night.
Well, in between all the murderings, misunderstandings.
Well, it's just we try to not kill things. We don't need to.
Well, it's certainly given me a lot to think about. I think I might go upstairs before Dad or Mom gets Dad's old battle hatchet. So, I'll leave you out here.
All right, yeah, I'll be up in a sec.
Okay. There's a good girl. Yes, she is.
Mm-hmm.
And then after a moment, Amber will also throw her arms around Killian.
Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome, kid.
And
Thanks for the soup.
Did you like it?
Are we being honest with each other?
Of course.
I hate turnips.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
That soup was almost edible.
Well, I'll take that as a huge compliment. And next time, I'll make mac and cheese.
Oh, you're hired.
All right, she'll scuttle back out and into the house.
Mhm.
What do you think, girl? You think we ought to take her with us?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Her parents seem nice and all, but I don't know. She needs to get out into the wilderness, touch some grass. All right, I guess I better get back upstairs. You need anything else?
Mm. Mm.
All right, I'll see if they got whiskey.
I love that. Yeah.
All right. Back upstairs.
Mhm.
Sarah has returned from the kitchen with not a plate. She's just holding like a dish towel,
Okay.
and sees Amber walk in. She's like, "Oh, there you are, darling. Could me and your father have a quick little word with you over here in the kitchen?"
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah, I'll be right in.
Okay.
Hustles on in.
Sarah leans out. "We'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail."
Okay.
Yeah,
Pulls
you
her
can
head
make it
back in.
I
And she's like,
All right.
What was supposed to be days?
Was that dear?
"Amber,
Yes, Mom?
who the hell are these people? I mean, I don't know. It sounds a little dangerous. I mean, I get you wanna spread your wings a little bit, but but they're hawks. I don't think you're quite ready to fly with them yet."
Well, Dad, what was it that you said that one time, that better to be on the friend of a dragon's side than to be facing the dragon? If I'm with a bunch of hawks, then wouldn't that kind of be the best case scenario? I mean, they've already overcome so much.
To the rear of them, perhaps have the hawks in front of you.
Right.
Maybe be hiding behind a tree.
But girl,
yeah, maybe you and I could go out and do some light adventuring. Get you worked up to it.
Oh, well, roll. Then, if you want to go with them too, I suppose I should just stay here and run the house by myself.
Don't you go putting words in my mouth. I just invited my daughter out for a little light adventuring.
Helga's sitting here like this, like, oh my god.
Yeah, you guys can hear them now talking in the kitchen. It's not a big house.
Yeah.
Well,
it's high time she learns how to use a bow, how to use a spear.
So what you're saying is, take her out for a little murder and a little light murdering and a little light almost death.
Yeah,
And
I thought we might start with some dungeon delving.
Dungeon delving.
I know a few figured out mines around where you could there's some spiders. There's bound to be someone with rats in the basement.
Oh, by the warming god. I can't make any sense out of the both of you.
But Mom, didn't you used to make stuff for adventurers all the time?
Yeah, but not that was for them to wear and go and almost get killed. I stayed safe here in Greygarden.
If she's going to do this, and I tell you, she's going to do this, whether we like it or not.
Are you,
Amber? I think she's going to need some of your best armor.
Are you, Amber? Are you going to do this whether I give you my blessing or not?
Well, as much as I'd love to have your blessing, Mother,
I mean, she is your daughter.
She's your daughter, too.
Aye, but she's as stubborn as you.
I don't think I'm stubborn at all.
There you go.
Okay, you two. Okay. Mom, Dad, I'm old enough now to be making decisions for myself, and I love you both. Thanks. I love you both so very much, and I know that you want only the best for me. But I really feel like lately there's been something missing, and to be honest, Mom, I haven't felt as connected to the warming god as I have been.
I knew it. You spent one evening with these hooligans.
No, Mom, it was before that.
I
haven't been able to use my magic for weeks now, and I don't know why. But I feel somewhere deep inside of me that if I go elsewhere, maybe do some good elsewhere, I might find out why, and I might rekindle my connection.
Well, there's no better way to rekindle that connection than to go out into the world and spread his good word, and maybe rub off on that sparrow kid a little bit. He's intense.
Yeah, that sparrow really could use some of the good old time religion.
Yeah, really could. Agreed there. Look, if things look like it's going really badly, I promise I'll find the first horse home, and I'll come right straight back. But I really feel like this is something that I have to do, and if I don't have your blessing, I'll be sad, but I'll also understand.
She will. Sarah's tearing up a little bit, and she's. You can go. And kind of turns away from you and starts to make that cake she was talking about,
Mhm.
and starts getting all these ingredients and all that.
Yeah.
Go help her make the cake.
Okay. Amber will just kind of like fall into the usual routine alongside her mom wordlessly.
Mm,
I'll go check on the guests.
Okay.
yeah.
And then she'll just mouth like a quick, thanks, Dad.
Back out in the living room. The orgy has begun. No, I'm kidding. or that's what Sarah thinks has probably
Oh,
happened this
probably.
time.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
That's big sister. That's big sister right there. That's not happening.
Save any of that tobacco for me. I could
They started with
use a
the
good
tobacco
smoke right
over there. So.
Oh my goodness.
now. Hang on a second. Let me dip into the good stuff.
All right. Sure.
I like him. He's great. So
Huge.
we'll be smoking next week.
Yeah. Passing it around.
Yeah, fine.
There you go.
It's my special
Sit
blend.
back.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty good.
Love it. I
Gotta-
like it.
10 herbs and spices.
Oh,
Got it from some halflings, right? So.
yeah, pretty neat.
Well,
It looks like Amber is going to be traveling with you.
oh, fuck
Alright.
yeah.
Yeah. Let me go
So
talk to
I want to
Amber's
make
mom
sure
real
that
quick,
you understand. You need to keep
Yeah.
her safe.
Of course.
You need to keep her happy.
Mhm.
And you need to know that if anything happens to her, I will hunt you down and skin you alive.
Yeah, I figured. You could try. Barbarians are hard to kill.
Oh, I know a few things about toppling the mountains.
Hmm.
Is that like a come on or
Nothing like that's
no,
going to
like-
happen, is it?
I don't know. That kind of had like a sexual connotation to it. Am I reading into that wrong? You know,
I
I don't
don't
know.
know anymore.
I think you've been working at that brothel a bit too long. You need to get back out on the road again.
I just got back out. I came home. That was work. I come here to do relaxing shit, which is like threaten people and rob them. Like, without my life being at stake, like my
You
God.
find that relaxing? It always gave me the willies.
I think I have a stomach for it, and I don't have bowel issues either. So I'm just like, it's like for my family. They run a business. There needs to be somebody who maybe is not the muscle, but the knife behind the business. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine.
No,
I like being outside, but then like
I did my share of bouncing for a brothel back in the day before I went out.
bouncing in a brothel.
I did.
Jeez, not me.
It wasn't here in Grey Garden. No, it was in that other city whose name I can't remember now. Where did that map go?
It's,
And another time in another place.
Right, right.
I
That's what I'm saying. Bouncing in a brothel.
bouncing in the brothel. I
Mm-hmm.
did my share.
Wow.
That was before I was a full-on adventurer.
Mm.
Part-time adventurer.
Yeah,
up
we
until-
Well, you've got to save up a little bit before you can hit the road.
Yeah, yeah.
Walking the-
Amber's got the benefit of, some savings that we've put up for her. I'll dig that out. So, when do you think you'll be leaving town?
Well, we don't really have an exact timeline on that, but I'm thinking up until I finish what I came here to do, or like we run out of town again. In a sense.
Because I'll be honest with you, the sooner the better, before Sarah changes her mind.
She can stay at my place if she needs some distance from her room. We've got rooms.
I'm gonna go talk to Sarah real quick.
Okay.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
There you go.
One devotee to another.
Yeah.
And she kind of looks up at Helga. Oh, hello there, dear.
Hi.
Hey, Helga.
Hi. Sarah, I'll take care of your kid. Nobody's gonna stop me.
Well, that fills me with apprehension at that. I understand. I think what you're saying, and
Yeah.
I deeply appreciate that.
Right.
I just.
The only thing I've killed were goblins, and that was to save 2 women that were going to get eaten by them. It was a huge mob.
I'm sure it was. I've heard those goblins run around in whole packs, but
some of them now don't, but yeah.
Right.
I see what you said there. I gotta finish this cake. She's not working on the cake.
You gotta let Amber go with. She's not a child anymore. I mean, she can make her own decisions. And I swear I'll take care of her.
And she just kind of wipes her eyes and she's like, doesn't say anything.
And Amber is just going to kind of gently, touch, I guess, wherever she can reach, Helga's arm.
Yeah, you're like at the bicep.
Yeah.
And Helga's probably hunched over.
Yeah.
Small place for her, so she's
as my family would say, it's a 3-butt kitchen. So any more than 3 is a crowd. So
Helga's a butt and a half.
Yeah. So Amber just kind of lightly taps Helga on the shoulder and kind of gives her a nod and says, I'll keep working on her.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go back out, see what's going on in the other room.
Girl's like, so, I know you're chill with the woman go whatever, but I really think you should consider Kinklefoot because there's a lot of benefits that come with, worshiping Kinklefoot. A lot of people have reported increased, I think the words virility, vitality. I don't know. It makes you good and horny. But
Sarah will call from the kitchen. Could we please not talk about Kinglefurter anymore? Thank you.
Oh boy.
I feel. How do I put it?
Do it.
So there's a god out there, who protects prostitutes from STDs.
Plate crashes in the kitchen.
Yep.
You guys must have some Butterfingers in there. I'm not gonna lie. That must be the 5th plate tonight. Kinklefoot could help with that. People have reported that their joints feel a lot smoother after they begin worship of them.
Amber ducks out. Amber ducks out for the broom and dust pin really quick and ducks back in.
Yeah.
Killian comes from upstairs. So, what did I miss?
I don't think my sales pitch is going through Killian, but it's right. This just might not be the right crowd. I wonder who might be more receptive.
Yeah. That whole being a prophet thing, it can take a little getting used to. You got to know when's the right time to insert just the, sometimes just the tip.
I really have to prep the crowd first, I can't just go in raw. I've got to, make a smooth entrance.
Get a little bit of foreplay.
Now, Mom, we're down to Grandma's fine china now, so be careful.
It takes a deft hand to really work somebody up. So
all right, I'm going back in the kitchen to help.
He won't. You got me whiskey. Curly's asking for whiskey.
Helga, could you bring in the plates from the table, dear? Would you mind?
Yeah, I could do that, sure. Stacking them. There we go.
It's turned into a
Is it cleanup time? I can come and clean up. I know how to wash dishes.
Oh yeah, I can help with plates if we need. Yeah.
No, we're fine, dear.
I got it.
We're fine. Too many butts in the kitchen.
All right, so we'll butt out then.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one, man.
And Sarah's, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish that cake.
That's all right. It's okay.
Sorry.
What, finish the cake?
Sorry about that.
I don't think it's done.
I think
It's fine.
It
And
it was nice of you to invite us in,
and she'll stick her head out. I thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed everything. and take good care of my girl for me.
I
Oh,
will.
certainly. No, we had a lovely time, and I'm sorry. I wish we could stay longer, but I think we need to get out of here. I'm getting the itchy feet. I think I might need to
Yeah.
get back out into the woods for a little while.
It's about
Take
prime
care of the
business.
walk.
I'll see you all out.
Put our and get my collar latched on. So I
Grab
can
your stuff if you
sit down
can.
and get to it.
Oh, am I? Is this? Am I? And she kind of looks to everybody and like,
Uh-huh.
am I? Is this
Yeah,
it? Am I coming
we'll
with?
see you tomorrow, Amber.
Okay. It'll give me more time to put stuff together.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
If you ever need to find us or need a place to stay, you know, Gorgeous knows who you are, so you've got a room if you need one. And just drop by for, you know, a pink peach drink if you want anytime. The girls love you there. They think they'll eat you right up.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, lick up one side, down the other.
What?
Anyway, well, thank you all so much. Doors this way. The way you came in.
Right.
Bye.
Don't worry. It's fine. It's fine.
Lovely meeting
Let me
you.
get that
Sarah,
for you.
folks.
Sarah's pouring
Good
herself
food.
a
Stiff
tall
drink.
glass.
Well, we got to trade stories sometime. I want to hear all about your exploits. But
Yeah.
not tonight. We got to go.
Yeah, we gotta go. We'll come back
Then-
tomorrow.
So they'll step outside and
Yeah,
Amber
it's-
will shut the door.
Yeah.
We like send them a fruit basket or something.
Mm.
I can send them some good alcohol and horns.
Oh no, please don't do that. I think my mom's had enough.
What?
I-
Wait, I missed the horse.
I
I'm
think
saying-
it's this conversation.
No, we actually haven't had a horse here in years. We used to have old Clippy, but you know, he old age. He
Eat 'em.
couldn't pull. Yeah, we used to have a garden out back, but you know, we eventually had to sell him. But you know, dad and his side projects.
Hmm.
You know, I know a few people who'd be down to, like, you know, ride your parents if, like, they were a workhorse. That's only if they're up to it.
Well, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Might would need attention, you know. Actually, I'm gonna slip into my skirt, grab a little coupon.
Where were you keeping that?
A thief never tells.
Prison
got-
wallet.
All right. I was like, the greatest thing about being a thief is that you wear little clothing and you hide more because people expect less. So you can give this to your parents, preferably rolled. Maybe he can pitch the idea to your mum. But this is a 3-for-1 voucher, so you can get up to 3 services, right, for a discount. And on the back of it, it says discount for threesomes. So if your parents are interested in bringing a party of one to help, you know, communicate and relieve that tension, maybe. You'll put up to princess.
Tell them to try the massages. Those are great.
Well,
yeah,
I
we
mean,
do a lot of great massages, you know, happy ending, all that.
well, I don't know. My folks kind of tend to keep themselves, but maybe
They can regift it to somebody.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can, like, you know, it's good for the next year. So, like, you know, as long as they're good within the year.
okay.
No.
Well, maybe they'll ask Mother Superior to go along.
Well, that's a great idea.
Oh,
That
wow.
was-
That would...
That's amazing. You go do that.
Yeah. Oh, they offer massages.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll warm her right to her core.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
massages are great. Go for the massages.
Okay, with a happy ending. Oh, how sweet.
You can skip the happy ending. It wasn't that great.
Bro, I'm ascending at this point. All right, this is. I am a devilish thing in this world. I'm already going.
The warming god's hell is King Confer's heaven.
No,
You should probably go do triage with your family there. We're gonna head out. We'll see you tomorrow sometime, maybe the day after. But don't worry, don't sweat it. We're not leaving town for another.
Yeah, we're not.
We gotta
We're
get
staying for a bit.
Okay.
Girl's
Yeah.
having trouble with her brother. We gotta get that sorted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Dad mentioned maybe I should do some light adventuring, so I don't know if that will be practical given your timetable, but I think he has a good idea. Maybe I should spend a couple days hanging out with you guys, and I think that might give us all a chance to kind of find our flow, find our rhythm, you know?
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. We shack up for a little while, and then we'll know whether or not we actually get along.
Alrighty, great. So
I mean, most of we want you along for cooking and you know.
Well, I'm great at that. So can I meet you at the Pink Princess in the morning? What time are you going to get started?
When I wake up.
Yeah, Sparrow usually gets out of bed around 11:45.
Oh, great.
Still technically morning.
Yeah.
Curly and I are probably going to sleep out in the woods tonight, but we might be in. You know, we'll wake up with the dawn. We'll wander into town. I don't know.
Great. Well, I will make sure that I am there at the Pink Princess, ready for anything.
Yeah, come on in.
Oh, kiddo.
I mean, already seems to like you, so you know you can always hang out with him.
Sounds good. Well, thank you all so much for coming. It really means a lot to me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, you know, outside of the uncomfortableness. Yeah. And Helga, thanks very much for talking to my mom.
Yeah. I think she just needed some clarity and, you know, like, I'm the biggest thing here. I can save you, you know? That kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, maybe not bigger than Curly.
To save us all.
Well, true. Curly's bigger, but yeah.
Yeah, not by much.
Yeah.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. Stay cool this evening. And I will see you all in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. Not if we see you first.
Hey.
That's a bad joke, dog.
All right, let's get out of there.
Yeah.
Grab Curly and
Yeah.
All right.
I think
Okay.
that's actually a good place to stop
back.
for tonight.
Yeah.
right.
Amber's just waving.
Every now and then, look back. She's still there.
Yeah.
Like we're like far down the street. She's still going, and Sparrow's like, "Is it like?
I'm gonna go inside.
You think she's cursing us?"
I'm feeling a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe we were supposed to like tell her she could go inside. You can stop now.
What?
And we fade out just a little. It just gets smaller and smaller. Amber just standing on the step, waving and waving.
Oh,
and
hang
waving. The street lights have come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really long, straight street. So
Yeah.
And we just and we just fade out from there. That was incredible, guys. Not a single dice roll the entire session.
Yeah.
All RP, and I love it.
That was great.
So great.
I wasn't sure how long that was going to last. I was just letting you guys
Roll
just
with it.
just
Well,
roll
not
with it.
technically, but
If,
yeah.
if it had been 5 minutes, I would have just we move on. I had something else planned. Save that for later. So
It'll be season 4.
I guess you
we'll
Breakfast with the parents.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. How's everybody feeling?
Good.
Pretty good.
Good.
It's really fun.
Okay. Yeah. Viv looks a little tired.
Yeah.
Especially when the image freezes with your eyes half open.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing.
I think what you need is some
Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse.
I think that'd be a great opportunity for you to tell us how much you love Minnie Melts.
Let's set the scene, y'all. I'm hot. I'm tired. I'm just a girl in the world, and my window is closed slightly because I need people to hear me. I can't turn up. Don't look at my room. I can't turn up my fan. I need help.
I can't hydrate. Water isn't enough for me. There's no sustenance that could ever cool me down and do me such justice as a cotton candy mini melt from the mini melt brand that I get from 7-Eleven for $3, and I use my EBT card, so it's basically for free because the government loves me now. Mini melts. You know who I am. I know who you are. I'm coming for you and your offices. I've been begging for like a year. I want you to sponsor us really badly. I need it, man. I need you. As like your favorite, most dedicated, most loyal customer. Can you please like sponsor us and maybe like send me like some mini melts? Also follow me on my Twitter account or whatever.
All right, that's gonna be a tough act to follow. But Q, you got anything going on?
What we got going on? Let's see. Saturday.
Pleading with a corporate for something.
Saturday we got our Call of Cthulhu.
We do.
One shot
Yes.
that I'll be in 2:00 Eastern time.
Yep.
That's coming up, and then the week after Saturday, or the next Saturday, so July 6th. Let's get specific. We got Crawl Out Through the Fallout. We're going to do a couple of episodes running through the.
It's just 2.
Once Upon a Time in the Wasteland, I think is the one. The sort of the tutorial module that Modifius put out with the game. So learn as you go. That'll be a lot of fun. Vivi will be in on that. A couple of other people.
Yes, sir.
It'll be a lot of
I
fun.
know what I'm doing, but I'll be there.
Me neither. I'll be honest. I have to read that document again. Remember how the heck to play the game.
I've run the module once with some other folks, and it literally is like a tutorial. It's like they slowly introduce new rules. It's like they start you off here, and then it's like, oh, and if you wanted to do this, all you do, and you kind of go through. Cool. So it's not like it doesn't throw everything at you all at once.
Because Tom doing it is blind leading blind,
So as long as you have some concept of what the Fallout universe is like, you'll be fine.
Oh yeah, that I know. So I've been playing since the original game. I think it was Wasteland on my Commodore 64. Yes, I'm that old.
OG.
Exactly. But enough about me and my age problems. Let's talk to Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm the host of the Shattered Soulstone podcast. I haven't put up any episodes yet because I'm really, really busy. But you can find all of the episodes at shatteredsoulstone.com. And generally speaking, new episodes come out every Saturday.
Okay. And last but not least.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey. You can follow and find me on most social platforms at jgilbankart. You can see the illustrations that I've done for this channel as well as other things that I've done, and so also some voiceover stuff.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
and thank you all for putting up with our terrible accents today.
Oh yeah,
Really apologize to any Minnesotan, anybody who's from Ireland, anybody who's
apologize to everyone.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I think we generally find a way to offend everyone eventually.
Probably. Yeah.
Really, I kind of dipped in there for a second. I just wholeheartedly apologize because, not gonna lie, it was really foul of me, and I don't know where I was. To be honest, it's not gonna get better.
No, we are really spiraling into just being offensive to everyone. So
That's right. Oh, you
we
are.
love it.
Put your
that's what we love
best
about
impression
the
in the comments below, and we'll just laugh right along with you.
Give me some things to do. Be like,
All right. This week on the channel, tomorrow night, another episode of Postmortem, our Vampire the Masquerade game.
Right?
Last one for this season, and then we are playing some more Vampire on a Friday night with River City Runs Red.
Yeah.
And then, as Q had said, Saturday we're gonna play some Call of Cthulhu. So be sure to check back. check out everything we got going on. We're going to say good night this time, really for real. And we'll see you all again here next week. Good night.
Good night.
Night.